Greetings, hey, it's CZQ. We're working with the Akashic Records, moving into automatic writing, and kind of taking a look, a little peek of what's really happening behind the curtain, right? And so some of these states of consciousness through the Akashic Records, automatic writing, my QHHT level 2 practitioner here in sunny Scottsdale. I do all this other kind of stuff, and it's like it's one thing, like when we go into a session with somebody and then they're like, oh my God, I feel so much better, 100% better. And then they send a text or, just say nothing's happening. It's not happening, not happening. All right. So we're going to focus on that. So let's just say we had a miraculous event and then all of a sudden, you know, it's whatever was there before is still coming back into the field again. So we're going to work with some of this energy and see what you think. So, all right, so I'm going to move over here and then we're going to go into the automatic written piece. If you wish, do entertain the higher octaves. Sound envelops into never-ending cosmic dance. The nuances of every inclination informs the higher states that is duly noted for the wisdom keepers, you and I. Record keepers assist at your request to reframe your current running timelines. To be in harmony with the framework of your self-appointed frame of reference, be open to letting go. Reconcile to open a new field, a portal to behold your soft landing into new. Letting go for some appears for those that collect frequencies that long ago were forgotten. Forging to find the truths becomes a never-ending quandary with no apparent exit strategy. Wake up each day to the awareness that I am alive. I am here. I have a purpose. It's easy to let go. I feel lighter than before. I love how I welcome the new. It's easy to let go. I create it well. I notice how I feel happy. It's easy to let go. I'm okay right now. I hear the bird songs. It's easy to let go. I embrace my in-breath. I let go of my out-breath. It's easy to let things go. I find peace in this moment. I feel presence with me. It's easy to let it go. I know spirit is close. I feel the spirit within me. And it's easy to let it go. I am okay. I feel good. It's easy to let it go. I am happy right now. I hope you feel the same. Bird songs right now remind me of how beautiful this very moment is. I am thankful beyond measure for life right now, right here, and rightly so I am. All right. Sometimes people get so much drama. It's like Shakespeare. Anyway, so when we're looking at some of the things when we're working with the QHHT or the Akashic Records or the automatic writing, it's just kind of this experience that happens for a lot of people when they come in for sessions with me over the phone or in person, is that all of a sudden they're like, I'm completely healed or I'm better or whatever. And then sometimes that works. Sometimes that person has readied themselves to let some things go and get more information. And so that's what's kind of, in my radar. So when we work with the subconscious mind, you might say, yeah, there was a huge win, and then the next day is not a win. And that's with the people that come in for sessions sometimes. And it's not always that case, but every once in a while, people are not really available or ready to have some sense of healing or some sense of feeling lighter in the body. And so when we start looking at some of these sentiments from that automatic written piece, is we just start noticing that subconscious mind is a part of our records. It's part of our Akashic records. And there it is. And then it's kind of, reminding us that the patterns that we have been in from the very beginning of little CZ to little u is that there's patternings and conditioning and vows and contracts and blah, 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 so I could say. But when we go into a healing event, it's really important for a person to reinforce a new thought construct or a new belief. And sometimes I don't even really look at it as beliefs, but just honoring the person who's in the session, or even if it's me, I just want to set aside some things, recede a little bit from my consciousness, and see if I can do something better. And so with that, through the subconscious mind, it's really important to reinforce whatever it is. Let's say if you had a session with me, or if you're just even working in your own way of healing your body, or healing your relationships, or healing your prosperity or abundance. And all these things are happening for a lot of people. But the more that we kind of look at it, and we just go like, well, because let's just say I was 4 when I had my first two-wheeler bicycle. I had little training wheels, and then I thought, I don't need them, I don't need them anymore. But I had to fall, I had to go slow, I had to, take those training wheels off and then maybe put them back on, but it was a process. So when we're looking at things that are kind of like old and outdated energies or frequencies, is that we just think that we have to continue to reinforce a new belief. If there's something that you're working with it, and again, I don't even know if it's like a new belief, but maybe you're ready for the next best thing. You could even say that. There's so many words that we can use, right? Is that we start noticing that we must continue to if we're like going into a cutting edge and doing something different, something new, then every day you do a little bit of that. You start noticing, I'm going to be doing a little bit more with that. Let's just say, you've got some things that you've been intentional with, and you kind of know some of the things that you really want to do, but it's kind of like the subconscious is like, nah, you don't need to do it. And it's good. It's good, people. But really what we want to do is see if we can, especially if a person is really ready to go into that next cutting edge, or that new paradigm, or that new vortex or portals. Any of those things might be in play. But the more that you continue with whatever you're creating, or whatever you're wishing and to desire into your field, you got to continue to feed it. So let's just say there was this beautiful epitome of something awesome through one of these sessions, and then the person says, I still have problems. Yes. It's a process, right? It's a process. It's kind of like you got to continue to reinforce and look at things in a different way. So maybe you're going back into what you used to do, and then you have to start learning that you've got to go a little bit deeper with finding different solutions for yourself. And so sometimes you get so close at the precipice of something amazing, something extraordinary, and then you bail. You bail, and sometimes, I think I've bailed quite a bit in my lifetime, but I think at this point, in my juicy life, is that I'm going for it. I am simply freaking going for it. And the things that I'm achieving and working with are so spectacular that I continue to prosper and kind of just make a commitment with myself, have some discipline. So with that subconscious mind, whether it's, coming back around again with the old story, or I can't let that stuff go, it's like, you have an opportunity to make a choice. Do I want to stay in that same portal of I'm going to do what I always do? I don't even know what to do because it's all I know how to do. So I just do what I do. And then you might think, well, I think I'm going to do a portal over here about what I'm working with my videos. I love my videos. I might do another portal that might be about my Akashic records. There's a bunch of stuff going on there. And then I may have another portal with automatic writing. And I'm just kind of working as if, even if it's only me that's the audience, just receiving this frequency, or this transaction through energy. It's a transaction through energy. I was a real estate broker for a long time. Anyway, so sometimes those words kind of get out there. So, but the best thing to do is figure out what you want. And again, this is kind of a cliche, right? You already know what you want to do. You already know what's next for you. You're ready. You're just ready. And again, just noticing, sometimes you go back into the old story, right? The old story, but then sometimes that story could just recede from the consciousness. So working with the subconscious is a great space to be, and then we get better solutions and better ways of looking at life. And the more that we do that, we start feeling lighter in the body, like lighter, more joyful. A couple days ago, I was at the solar eclipse, and what the heck is happening? But then yesterday I went to a place and I had some great awarenesses, and I felt totally better after that afternoon on Sunday. It was pretty nice, you know. So whatever you're working with, really focus on what you really do want, and then go for it. Just take one step after another. And I always say, if you're stagnant, you got to keep moving. I don't care if you're moving your arms, your hair, you're, walking around or running or, exercise, whatever that is, but focus on what you do want and keep moving. One step, just one step after another step after another step. And the more that you do that, and you continue to have a practice with it, with what you're seeking, and just allowing that subconscious to hover, right? And then start letting some of that energy recede from the consciousness through the subconscious mind. So you get more stuff. You get some really cool. You'll be part of the cool kids. So we'll see you soon, and namaste.